Ready?
Hey guys, so we're just gonna go through the basics of Warfork. So we're gonna go through basic strafing and basic rocket jumping and how to use the what's it called? Your special to your best advantage. So we're just gonna go through that right from a word from our sponsor, which we don't have. So yeah, just enjoy the video. Hey guys, so we're going through how all of the movement works in Warfork. So first things, as you can see, there is a HUD on the right side of our screen. When I press A, which is left, the left shows up. When I press forward, forward shows up. When I press back, back shows up. When I go right, that shows up. When I crouch, this is obviously not relevant, but when I crouch, the bottom-most letter will come up. Let me just deal with this guy. Alright, maybe I should mention that I'm not actually playing with real people. This is all done in a bot game. So obviously this is also aim, so there you go. So in Warfork you have these different movements. Now you can also bunny hop, which is basically when you hold down space and you can just lose no momentum while you're on the ground. But that's only useful if you have some momentum. So if you use your special, you gain about 450 momentum, which you will slowly lose over time as you just hold W and hold space. This gives you perfect control of which direction you're going in, and will give you more speed than your average bots, who I'm pretty sure just run around the whole place. But there is another thing we can add to the movement, which is called strafing, or I think it's also considered part of bhopping, which is basically when you hold a direction while you move your aim in the same direction that you have your movement keys in, like this, but you will be doing this while jumping. So as you can see at the bottom, it gives us speed as we keep moving. And best way to keep your direction is just to let go of the direction button and just let the movement control come in. So that is how you strafe jump, I guess. I think that's what people call it. Now to move on to the next part, where I like killing some foes. And just to show you some of the stuff you can do, let's do a little, shall we? There we go. Alright, time to show you the next part. So the next part is learning rocket jumping, which you can do with a variety of weapons, including the gun blade, which is this weapon, and the rocket launcher, obviously, and actually this gun, the plasma gun. It gives you a little bit of movement up walls. It isn't limited as such, but it's a little useless. Like, it's not always practical, but luckily it's not a very common weapon anyway, so it's not used much. So I'd only recommend doing the rocket jumping once you've properly learned strafe jumping. So once you've got your strafe jumping down, maybe you want to add some more momentum, fast momentum. So what you need to do is press the special button and your shoot button, which is your left click and right click, simultaneously. It's ideal that you're jumping while you do it, because it will give you the best momentum. So if you've already got momentum going, so maybe let's say your average special charge straight away, then you go back, you hold the direction in which you're planning to go, like maybe left. I want to go left. So you hold it for a second as you turn around, and then you just grab your W again. But maybe you're in a very narrow section where you can't hold W, hold the direction. Then you need to change very quickly. You face palm while holding the direction key, and then you start doing other things, like, so you will want to hold it and then just suddenly turn away. So you'll go like this, and then you'll suddenly go like that, okay? So it'll be like that, which gives you an instant 600 to 700 boost. And that's only with the gun blade. I'm pretty sure this gives you even more up front. No, actually, quite similar. Yeah, very similar actually. So in most of my cases, I actually hold W straight away. But now, after doing it a little, I realize that even I shouldn't do that. Holding W first, holding the directional key seems very good most of the time.
Your team scored. You have taken the lead. Yeehaw!
Alright, so now it's time to show you how we keep all of that momentum we've learned how to generate. So when you generate momentum, the biggest problem I find myself and everyone else I know have is map knowledge, which obviously helps with planning routes, and momentum. So you need to know how to keep your momentum, especially on sharp corners like that. So the way you do that is quite simple actually. So if you have a lot of momentum in a direction and you need to take maybe a sharp 90 or maybe even 180 degree turn, you can use the special movement and get a super sharp turn like that, if you can see that. I hold the special and nothing else for a second as I do it. So I just let go for a second, convenience for me, gives me a rest, and I can just carry on. And as you can see, nothing of concern has happened so far. I am perfectly fine keeping my 90-ish speed, and yeah, you want to be using W to keep your speed, because as you see, we're losing negligible speed. The single units of speed don't matter at all, but like if you're losing maybe up to 100, it starts, you can feel the difference between the hundreds at the lower amounts. So yeah, as you can see, this is how it works. You just hold W, and whenever you need to, you just press your special key. But honestly, it's not always even needed. And actually, that's a very good little rocket jump. If you go behind you, you can get a little bit of speed out of nowhere. Especially helpful if you don't have a thingamajig near you. So yeah, that's our basics tutorial. I can do another one if you guys still have trouble, but honestly, I learned everything I know just by playing for a while and maybe every now and then spectating people. And I am by no means any good. I'm absolute garbage. I'm only able to stand my own because these are obviously bots. So yeah, it's not like I'm very good or anything. But now I'm gonna show a little bit of gameplay if I can.